Today, sugar is everywhere. It is in coffee, soda, bread, cereal, ketchup, and even foods that do not taste sweet. Sugar is so cheap and common that most people barely notice it. But a few hundred years ago, sugar was incredibly rare and expensive. Only kings, nobles, and wealthy merchants could afford it. Sugar was displayed at royal banquets, used as medicine, and sometimes stored like jewelry. The story begins with sugarcane, a tall, tropical grass first cultivated in Southeast Asia and the Pacific. Long before sugar came in neat white cubes, people simply chewed the cane to enjoy its sweet juice. Later, producers in ancient India discovered how to boil sugarcane juice until it formed solid crystals. This was a major breakthrough. Fresh cane juice spoiled quickly, but crystallized sugar could be stored and transported over long distances. Sugar-making knowledge gradually spread through Persia and the Islamic world. Sugar was used in medicines, sweet syrups, and expensive foods. At the time, it was often sold by pharmacists rather than ordinary food merchants. Producing sugar was extremely difficult. Sugarcane needed hot weather, fertile land, large amounts of water, and many workers. After the cane was harvested, it had to be crushed quickly before the juice spoiled. The juice was then boiled again and again until crystals formed. Transport made sugar even more expensive. It traveled across deserts, seas, and dangerous trade routes. Merchants paid taxes, tariffs, and port fees. Ships could also be lost to storms, war, piracy, or shipwreck. When sugar reached medieval Europe, it was treated more like an exotic spice than an ordinary food. Most people used honey or fruit for sweetness. Refined sugar was reserved for the rich. Royal cooks used sugar to create elaborate sculptures shaped like castles, animals, flowers, and mythical creatures. These decorations were not simply desserts, they were symbols of wealth and power. Serving sugar told your guests that you could afford a product grown in a distant climate, processed by skilled workers, and transported through international trade networks. Sugar was not just sweet, it was a way of saying, "Look how rich I am." But the rise of sugar also had a dark side. As European demand increased, sugar plantations spread across Atlantic islands, the Caribbean, and the Americas. Plantation owners wanted to produce more sugar at a lower cost. They increasingly relied on the forced labor of enslaved Africans. Sugarcane work was brutal. Enslaved workers cut heavy cane in intense heat, operated dangerous machines, and worked near boiling liquid and furnaces. Millions of Africans were transported across the Atlantic under horrific conditions. Sugar became cheaper for European consumers because enslaved people were forced to pay the real price. By the 17th and 18th centuries, expanding plantations greatly increased the supply of sugar. It began appearing in tea, coffee, chocolate, cakes, jam, and candy. What had once been a royal luxury slowly became an everyday habit. In the 19th century, sugar became even cheaper. Sugar beets could grow in cooler European climates. Factories, steamships, and railways made production and transportation faster than ever before. A product once displayed like gold became a basic kitchen ingredient. Sugar's history is not only about sweetness, it is a story of trade, medicine, empire, slavery, technology, and industrialization. Once, people struggled to obtain sugar. Today, many of us are struggling to avoid it.